Hi everyone, so let's do a quick Halloween haul. So I went to Spirit Halloween the day after Halloween, so on Saturday the 1st, to get their clearance and just to see what sales they had. So this year Spirit was only open 2 days after Halloween, so it was open the 1st and the 2nd of November. And on the first day, on Saturday, it was 50% off decor and then 25% off costumes and accessories, or costumes and related. Anything costume related, it was 25%. And then on Sunday, it was 50% off everything in the store. So I went on Saturday just to get dibs on stuff. And I spent about $90 on everything. So let me just show you what I got. Okay. So first thing, I got the last Coraline blanket. So here it is, and it's a reversible throw blanket. This was originally $44.99, and I got it for half off. There's that. I gotta wash it. I got 2 of the eyeballs. I love these things. I always put them in the bushes and the hedges and stuff for Halloween. So I got 2 of these because you can never have enough eyeballs in the bushes. And these were originally these were $20, $19.99. So I got these. Everything I got I made sure was half off. Then I got a collapsible barrel. They had this design, this pumpkin design, and they also had a ghost design, but it was all white. And I was like, if I'm gonna have something all white, I do not want it touching the floor, and that would have been touching the floor. And I was like, that's gonna get so dirty. So I ended up just getting this one. This was the last one. And this one was $19.99. And this is great for if we have a Halloween party and we need a trash can or the recyclable bin. I think this will be great for that. I got a gizmo magnet. This was originally $4.99. It's just, he's so cute. He's gonna go in my fridge. And we got these 10 count LED color change bat lights. Who knows what these actually look like, but we'll see. It says they color change. So I don't know what color they color change into, but this is what they look like. Cool, like a tabletop or something we can do. I don't know. Then we got a bunch of the little skeletons because we love putting these all around the yard. So this one's a duck. This one was $5.99. We got a turtle. They're shallow. Of course, these aren't anatomically correct, but whatever, it's fun. $4.99 originally. We got a bat. This one, his mouth moves. This one was $5.99 originally. And then we got a butterfly. That's the little feet. And this one was originally $5.99. So that's it for Spirit, right? Yeah, that's it for Spirit. And then I also went to Target to see what they had Christmas wise, and then to see what they had left over from Halloween, because usually the Targets on our area wiped out by the time the day after Halloween comes and they do all the clearance. It's already gone. Everything's already gone. But we did luck out. We did find a few things. I got some napkins, 30 count. I think originally these were $5, but everything was $1 on clearance. This one, Happy Halloween, just like random stuff. Then I got one of these tablecloths. All this clearance stuff everything clearance was 70% off. So everything came out to a really good price. This is a Dia de los Muertos tablecloth cover or table cover. Got one of these. Honestly, I forgot to look at the shapes of these. But I think these are all rectangle, 50 by 50. Oh, this one's a wrong shape table, but that's okay. That one's for a circular table. This one's for the rectangle table. This one I think is a circular table too, which I think it'll work on a square table. I got another one. What else? Oh, I did get some early Christmas stuff. Oh, for the Halloween stuff, they had, I didn't film at all in the store, but it was pretty slim pickings. If you wanted candy and desserts and stuff like that, they had plenty of. But the decor, and they had a few costumes left. They had very few pumpkins left. They had one that was like a Frankenstein pumpkin. Those very slim pickings. You would find stuff randomly placed everywhere. So that's what we did. We looked everywhere. We were in Target for 2 hours, I think. No, an hour and a half. We were in there just looking and just to see what you find, checking out the end caps, because you would find Halloween stuff basically all around the store. It wasn't just all centralized to their Halloween area. They split it up a little bit. If it was arts and crafts, they put it with the arts and crafts. If it was home stuff, they put it with the home stuff. But I honestly think they should have just kept everything with the Halloween, but whatever. I got a Silly Poopy and Friend Halloween edition. He's a hide and seek ghost. I got this for my nephew. I think he'd really like it because he's been wanting a regular one, which my daughter has, and they always play with it whenever they come over. So this is...
Can you find me?
So they always have fun with this. So I got him that, and these were all 70% off. And then I got a Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza game, which it's a special Halloween edition. And I don't even know, I think it's a card game, but I don't even know how to play this. I never played it. So the instructions say, it says, say the next word in the sequence, Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza, as you flip over a card. Slap the pile with your hand when the word matches the card. If you're the last to slap the pile or you make a mistake, you take all of the cards. Will you manage to get rid of all your cards and slap the pile first to win? So I don't know. I was going to give this to my niece and then just something to play with all the kids during, we'll probably play this during Christmas or Thanksgiving or something. I think it'll be something just to entertain the kids. They can have that. And I got this. It's a Grinch. Oh, the light is making the glare. It's a Grinch little gingerbread house activity kit. Got this for my daughter, or I don't know. I figured she can put this together and we can just display it in the house for Christmas. She can do this maybe on Thanksgiving or something. She does want to do a gingerbread house this year. I didn't see any when we went to Target, so we'll see. I'll keep on looking for that. I'm also looking for an Elf on the Shelf because she had mentioned she wanted that last year, but I couldn't find it anywhere because she had requested one really last minute. But this year, they're not even out yet on display. So I'll probably just get her one this year and see what I can think of to do with it. I got a Kinder Chocolate Countdown Calendar. This has 24 little chocolates for each day. And I think she'll like that because she loves the Kinder chocolate. So I got that. I think this was $10. And then for my older daughter, I got the Lindt Advent Calendar because you got to get the kids. Get one chocolate, you got to get the other one chocolate too. So this is 24 individually wrapped pieces as well. And this was, I think, $10 or $12 from what I remember. So I did some Halloween clearance and also some early Christmas and then some regular shopping. Got some shampoo, the Monday brand. This is the moisture. What is it? The moisture for dry hair. And my daughter likes using this one. So her hair is kind of thinner. I don't know about necessarily dry, but I figure she can use this. So I think the one we got her was smoothing. I don't know, but she needed shampoo. She needed more shampoo, so I got her that. And also we needed some hand soap. And we did look at the clearance hand soaps. They had some fall scented ones. They had I forgot what it was. It was Soft Soap brand though, which is not my favorite brand, Soft Soap, because it depends on the scent that it irritates my hands. So it was a risky even thinking to buy those. So we went to the price checker. And this was the occasion on some other things as well, some other seasonal things, the Halloween stuff, clearance stuff, that when you scanned it, it said it gave an error. So usually when that happens and you take it to the register, they'll just give you half off. And they never honor the 70% off. So I was like, you know what? Forget it. I'm not even going to try to go to the cashier because it should be 70% off, but I don't want it for 50. I want it for 70. So anyway, that happened on a few things that we looked at. It happened on some tablecloths, like the Color Your Own tablecloth that we found. That was for Halloween. I found a few of those, but those weren't scanning. And then those soaps, the Halloween edition, fall edition soaps weren't scanning. They would come up an error too. What else came up with errors? I think that's it. But that stuff we just put back because I didn't want to deal with that at the register. Then I got this Raw Sugar Moisture Loving Hand Wash. This is watermelon and fresh mint. It's not very strong scented, which is good. I like raw sugar because they're more on the natural side. It's more cleaner products. I wish they made larger refillable ones so I can refill my glass containers, because I try not to use the plastic. And this smells, you can barely smell it. It's not that strong. You can smell like, it almost smells like an agua fresca or like a mixed drink with mint in it. It kind of smells like it's giving watermelon mojito. A watermelon mojito. So that's what it smells like. I already used it, so that's why it's so empty. And that's it. Oh, and let me give you some chisme for what happened on Halloween really quick. So Halloween was really fun. So I was like, you know what? Let's go around the neighborhood first and see, because I know some people decorate around the neighborhood. So I was like, let's just go to those houses, get some candy, and just see how it is, see who's out here. And we started walking. It was already dark. It was 6:30. It might have been maybe on the early side, but 6:30 is the sweet spot, right? When it gets dark, prime trick-or-treating time. So we went, literal crickets. We were the only ones out there. We went down one street away from our house, and only 2 houses. There was a few houses decorated. One still had their gate closed, so we weren't going to open their gate. One house that was fully decorated, they answered the door, they gave us candy, they gave her candy. And then we went to a second house that opened the door for her and gave her candy. And there was a third house that was decorated, and they had their window open. They were in the kitchen hand washing dishes, because you can hear the sink going. And I was like, knock the door. And she was about to knock. Their door was like partial wood and had like a total glass inlay. And I was like, but don't knock on the door, on the actual wood. And I don't know, I guess they heard us because we were whispering. She was like, come with me, you knock. And I was like, you're right there, just knock. And so she knocks. They turned off all the lights. And there's nothing to do but laugh, because it was like, so we were just in disbelief, but we just immediately walked away. You know what? I guess they're not giving out candy. So it was just something to laugh about. But I was like, wow, how are you going to decorate for Halloween and then not be prepared? I don't know, but that was the achievement for Halloween. So I was like, you know what? I was like, I know that at the mall, they're having some night market and they're going to be giving out candy and stuff. I was like, let's go there, because that was for sure. I knew that was an event that was happening on Halloween night. And I also remembered that there was a neighborhood that my friend had mentioned. This was years ago. She had mentioned that this one street nearby that they go all out for Halloween. So when we were in the car and headed out to the mall, I was like, you know what? Let's drive by that neighborhood and just to check it out and see if there's trick-or-treaters up there, so she can have a traditional trick-or-treating experience, because I've actually never taken her trick-or-treating. Her dad has taken her out trick-or-treating, and I think she went out once with my brother and her cousins. But I've actually never taken her trick-or-treating. Last year we had a party, so she didn't go out. And then I think other times we just stayed in, and we had family over and stuff, so she didn't care for it, or she didn't ask to. So I was like, let's go to this neighborhood. Let's go see what's up. And it was so good. There were so many people. All the houses were decorated. And so it's like, let's park and let's go. So we ended up going trick-or-treating until her feet hurt. And she didn't want to go trick-or-treating anymore. So I think we were out there for, I want to say, at least 2 hours trick-or-treating. Just walking around the neighborhood and seeing everyone's costumes and seeing everyone's roomie costume. There's a few roomies out there, and that neighborhood just really goes all out. People are having parties, and especially it's a Friday, and it was the Dodger game, the World Series. So people were having parties, and people were camped out in front of their house, just handing out candy and watching the Dodger game. They had the Dodger game on screens outside, and it was very good, and everyone was just really friendly, and it was very just a good experience and everything. But so we won't be going to my neighborhood anymore for trick-or-treating. That was a bus. The next year we'll probably have the party, and maybe the kids can go trick-or-treating for a little bit and then come back home. But I don't know. We'll see what we do next year, since it'll be on a Saturday. We might have a party with the whole jumper and all the tables set up and scary movies on the screen and all that on the projector. So We'll see what we do next year. But I just wanted to thank you so much for watching and watching the hauls and getting the chisme and getting the gossip. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.